Lovely Saturday in this winter wonderland here. So I think that pretty much comes off. That's Colton. Lovely horse. Halsey. This lake, this pond here, Walden Pond, it's been the first 2 years since it was this frozen. So yeah, well, it wasn't frozen last year. Here. Any pitfall seeds here? Yeah, KK sliders coming in today. It's Martin Luther King's Day weekend. Yep. And I think I was talking about my first reaction to the Switch 2's review. What they have shown in the video is they've replaced, it just showed the hardware for perspective over here. I don't think they've shown where you put the micro SD card here, but they've changed the kickstand to like a U-shaped here, which I'm not sure about this one because they should have kept with the they should have kept with this kind of kickstand, which is a solid kickstand, which is down here. But they've changed it to kickstand to a U-shape. They split pea soup, good thing for the here. Yeah, as I noticed that there's also noticed no pitfall seed today, which is great. Yeah, it's transferring it to the 1970s. The Joy-Cons have right now clipped on, although like this here. I think they probably should have, they think they might release another version of Joy-Con Pro, which would, do the gyros and the stuff like that, and the infrared sensors here. As you can see, the first one here, I actually had to replace the right joy switch here because the one I had here, the Amiibo reader didn't work here. I wonder if the Amiibo will be compatible with the new Switch 2 anyway here, but what they showed you is a bigger screen. Yeah, of course it's going to be like that here. They're adding a second USB-C port on the top of the thing, which like this here, and and you know how and the switches, the Joy-Cons come up here and you slide up here. Now it's magnetic on the other console, so it's kind of an improvement here. But I think to say that the USB-C should have been on the Switch in the first when it came out, because people are complaining about this one since the first iteration of the Switch that came out here. So here's my bluff of Nintendo, though. Yes, it's backwards compatibility, but I have to say what I need to get out of this is Nintendo going to allow us to filter out shovelware and to like this, because the problem with the Switch right now is it's the problem that we have with the Wii. It's just shovelware. I did a review of Popeye. That game, it was, yeah. A lot of people hate about this one. There was dozens of other shovelware in this game here. And they're saying the specs of 12 gigabytes of RAM, which I gotta say that it just isn't enough to compete. I mean, the main concern is that the Switch 2 is the shovelware is going to continue on here. Yeah, we're up early, enjoying the day. So, shortbread recipe here. But I have to say that shovelware needs to be addressed at this point. Allow us a filtering system here. They need to release a new e-shop system because people, complaining about the shop being slow. It crashes sometimes, and yeah, it's. And the other thing about Nintendo needs to stop doing is overpricing the games. And some people say, this and this and this and that. It justifies the $70 or $60 price tag for a 15-year-old game that Nintendo's been doing here. But, you know, why is it $60 for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD? Well, the game is 15 years old, and it got a couple things here and there. They probably updated the graphics a bit like this, but they're charging $60 for a game that came out 15 years ago with maybe some coat of paint like this here. But to me, it's $20, Nintendo. I would say it's fine. It's pretty good that you're keeping the games up, but don't price it at $60 for a game that came out 2008, 9. I'm not sure what it is here. 2008, 15, maybe 2015, 2020, whatever it is here. But the game, a game that's 20 years old, that's worth $20 to me. 20 years ago, kind of, sharpen up the graphics a bit, but 20 or $30 max for that stuff here, for a Wii game. So, they showed up Mario Kart, a new Mario Kart game at the end of the thing here, which, to me, it looks like Mario Kart 8 graphics, something like that here. And so anyway, yes, it's backwards compatibility, which is good, but do it the right way. Remaster the games, and it's great that you are allowing us to keep all our games on the new Switch, which I hopefully that with the next iterations there will be remaining backwards compatibility on the regular Switch. And I have to say, you know what? On PC gamers, we've had this since the beginning. A lot of our games are backwards compatible all the way down to the 1981 IBM PC. Like, there is software you can download to allow you to run your old games from the 1981 towards the PC. I've demonstrated this with the Rogue on the PC. So, yep. But Nintendo, newsflash, we're heading into the 10th generation of gaming right now. We expect, start creating original games again. And stop overcharging on a previously 5 or 6 year old game of a fresh new coat of paint of $60. Or a game that looks like it came out 30, 40 years ago that cost game that looks like it came out 5 or 10 years ago, or whatever it is, that's still $60 here. I don't believe that the Wind Waker remake was $60. That's like 20 or $30 here. I don't even the new Zelda game where you play as Princess Zelda. That's not worth $60 to me. That's worth 20 or 30. So I have to say that hopefully Nintendo would, on the other things here, we hope that we'll release. I hope it supports micro SD UC cards, because I have a 2 terabyte card in this thing, and it's like 75 to 80% full. So I think hopefully Nintendo will support higher capacity cards. I have to say SDUC card supports up to 128 terabytes. Yeah, it's not going to come out for 5 or 10 years down the line here. But that's what I have to say about the Switch. So I think to me it's more of a Switch Pro than a Switch 2 with the new magnetic Joy-Cons and the bigger screen and some more RAM like this here. So yeah. JD out, and that's my first reaction to this one.